I Am an American, the Wong Kim Ark story. To dreamers and to my niece Charlotte, a history ace, MB. Special thanks to Sandra Wong for speaking to me about her great-grandfather, GL. I Am an American, the Wong Kim Ark story. Written by Martha Brockenbrough with Grace Lin. Illustrated by Julia Kuo. Long ago, a boy was born in an apartment above a shop in San Francisco. His name was Wong Kim Ark, and he believed something that would change this country. I am an American. From Kim Ark's apartment, he could hear the clang of San Francisco's brand new cable car. He could smell the mouth-watering food of Chinatown's many restaurants. He could stand on his street and look down at San Francisco Bay, which opened to the Pacific Ocean, which stretched all the way to China, where his parents had been born. Kim Ark Street had two names: Sacramento Street, after the state capital, and China Street, for the many people with Chinese ancestry who lived there. From a spot on a street with two names on an ancestral land of the Mwakima-Onaho tribe of Native Americans, Kim Ark knew one thing for sure: I am an American. Many Chinese people, like his parents, had crossed the ocean dreaming of a better life on Gold Mountain. That's what Chinese people called California after miners there struck it rich. Some immigrants set up shops. Some became farmers. Some helped build a railroad stretching from sea to sea, working hard for little money. When Kim Ark was growing up, hard financial times hit. Many people blamed the Chinese. They said people of Chinese heritage could never be American. Kim Ark knew this was not true. I am an American. Even so, the country soon passed a law that said Chinese workers could no longer come to the United States. The law meant his parents could never be U.S. citizens. It meant Chinese people couldn't have certain jobs. They couldn't live where they wanted. And some people were cruel to Chinese Americans. It became so hard to live in America that many decided to leave, including Kim Ark's mom and dad. They decided that for them, China was home, and they knew they were Chinese. But for Kim Ark, America was home. He was an American. He'd never even been to China until he visited his parents there after they moved. After he returned to California, he lived with his aunt and uncle and worked as a cook. He was only 17. He missed his family. Kim Ark knew he might never see them again, but he knew his job in America paid more, which meant a better future. Strict new laws meant he might not be allowed back in the United States if he traveled to China. A few years later, he decided to take the risk. A law required him to find 3 white witnesses to sign a document swearing Kim Ark was born in California, that he was an American. He attached his picture to prove he was the young man in the letter. He set sail once more for China. When he returned home to San Francisco, he showed a customs official his papers. "You are sure you were born here?" the official asked. "Yes," Kim Ark said. "I am an American." It didn't matter. Authorities locked Kim Ark below deck, where it was cold, dark, and crowded. He was moved from ship to ship and was imprisoned for more than 4 months. I am an American. This is unjust. Other people believed Wong Kim Ark. With their help, he won a lawsuit in San Francisco and was freed from the ship. But the United States government wouldn't let him be. Wong Kim Ark's case went all the way to the highest courts in the land. The justices needed to decide an important question. What makes someone American? They looked to the U.S. Constitution. As part of it, the 14th Amendment says anyone born in America is a citizen. But government lawyers said the Constitution didn't matter, that Kim Ark couldn't be a citizen because his Chinese ancestors had different customs and languages from most people in America. Kim Ark's fate depended on whom the justices believed. And it wasn't only his future at stake. Anyone with parents born elsewhere could also lose their right to call America theirs. So could citizens of indigenous nations. Kim Ark knew what he believed. I am an American. The Supreme Court justices pondered for almost a year. Kim Ark waited. He worked. He worried. And then he won. On March 28, 1898, 6 justices agreed that because he was born here, he belonged here. Kim Ark had known it all along. I am an American. His victory changed the nation. But the decision did not mean the end of unfair treatment of Chinese people and other minorities. For many people, America was often far from fair. But Kim Ark's victory means that today, every child born in the United States and its territories is an American too. No matter what language your parents speak, what you look like, or what you believe about God, if you are born in the United States or its territories, you belong here. And it's your right to call yourself American. It's your right to call this home, always. More about the story. The 14th Amendment. How can a person become a U.S. citizen? And a timeline at the bottom. Arguing against Wong Kim Ark. Arguing for Wong Kim Ark. More of the timeline and acknowledgements.